Hey y'all. Hey y'all, this is Tiger from 106 Keep It a Bean. How's my 106 Keep It a Bean family doing out there, man? You know I love chopping it up with you guys. You know I love spending time with you, man. You know what we do here at 106 Keep It a Bean? Yes, we keep it funky, guys. And you know we're always going to keep it fresh, man. Always going to keep it fresh, man. I'm excited to be here, man. I'm happy to be here. I really, really am. You know what I say, man, to spend a little time with me, walk with me, and kind of see where these episodes are going to go, man. You know, this is therapy for me. It really, really is. And I thank you for that. I'm happy to be here, man. I really am. On this Monday evening, man, I had a little rough day at work. I know you guys can all relate to that. You know, it's just some different things going on at my job. You know, unfortunately, they got rid of my boss, and now I'm being the boss. But you know, I don't have the title yet, but they want me to be content with that, and I get it, and I understand that. But let's keep it a bean, man. I'm doing the job. I want to be paid like the job. Offer me the job, and watch me do the job. Let's keep it a bean. Uh, but that's what's been kind of going on with me. So thank you for the therapy sessions. I need them. I really, really needed to plug into with you guys this evening and just kind of talk. And I've been putting this episode off for a while, and the time is now. First, before we begin, I have to give a shout out again to Kendra, Robin, and Nicole. Thank you guys for coming on 106 Keep It a Bean. We did our interview. We had an episode. Um, we had some, you know, some technical difficulties in the beginning, but we ironed them out, and man, the episode went on. There was some spiritual nuggets in there, good information. We laughed, we had a good time. So thank you, ladies. That's Kendra Marie Graves, Robin Greer, and Nicole Bozeman for coming on 106 Keep It a Beam and to promote their book Shift Happens, man. Please, 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 my fans in 106 Keep It a Beam, get out there and purchase this book, Shift Happens, man. Uh, Remember, always support black businesses. Let's keep our black dollars in our communities longer. Um, but these three young ladies, man, it's three women, 3 decades, same shift. And what they want us to understand, and I'm not pretending to be them, I'm just giving you the little bit that I read about it, what I'm getting from it. This book is an opportunity to help you navigate your shift, because shift's going to happen to everybody. You know, whether you're 20, you're 30, you're 40, 80, not wherever you are in your life, shift is going to happen, and this book is going to help you navigate that. And let me say this: if change doesn't happen in your life, if change doesn't happen on a regular basis, then you need to check your pulse, because something's wrong. You want change, because that's how you evolve and become a different person, a better version of yourself each and every day. So that's why when you wake up, you're grateful and thankful for that opportunity to shift and to change. And this book will help you navigate that. So please go out and purchase Shift Happens with Nicole, Kendra, and Robin. And by the way, goes, hold on, man. I got to play this. Hold on. Give me a second. I want y'all to hear this. I want y'all to hear this. I definitely want y'all to hear this. Please hear this. Yeah, I wanted to give the young ladies a little shout out, man. Shift Happens. Please go. Hey, order this for your grandmother, your granddaughter, your daughter, your wife, that woman in your life. She's going to need this to help her navigate her shift in her time. Trust me. So go out and Amazon it and and purchase this book, please. Shift Happens by Kendra, Robin, and Nicole, man. And one last thing, the young ladies uh, are going to be at they're going to be guest bartenders at Young Brothers on February the 18th from 5 to 8. That's 1441 Woods Run Road. That's on the north side. Youngers, check them out. Beautiful, good place, good atmosphere, good food, good barmaids. But they're going to be guest bartenders at Young Brothers on the 18th. So please come, show out. Um, you know, please come and show out and be a part of it. I'll be there. 106 Keep It a Being a Beater. That's February 18th from 5 to 8. 5 to 8, they're going to be guest bartenders. And the young ladies who wrote this book, I get to meet them in person. So I'm looking forward to it. And so, man, give them a shout out, man. Please go buy the book. Guys, again, I'm happy to be here, man. I really, really am. And thank you for this therapy session. The title of this episode is called Can I Talk to You? I just want to talk to you a little bit, man. Can I? Can we just have a conversation and just talk, man? Uh, I know you guys hear me say that this is therapy for me, and it is. It's not rhetoric. It's not propaganda. I'm not just saying that so you watch me or subscribe or like my videos. I'm saying it because it's real. I keep it a being. This is therapy for me. I need this. That's why after a rough day at work today, I decided to come on and just, can I talk to you? Let's have this therapy session with you because I need it. Um, you guys heard me refer to my cousin, talk to my cousin Courtney. Uh, I call her my therapist. And I know I'm not the only one that has a family member or that significant other or that friend that's somebody that you can go to that you could talk to. You might not call them your therapist, but in actuality, they are. And man, she's my therapist, and I thank her for it, and I'm grateful for it. Um, but can I talk to you? Um, my therapist, who's my cousin, said to me, and this is about maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. She said that my therapy wasn't working. Not only did she say my therapy wasn't working, she said I'm beyond professional help. I want you to think about that. She said my therapy isn't working and I'm beyond professional help. In other words, she said at this point, I'm at God's mercy. Think about it. Now, this is my therapist, who's my cousin, who's saying this to me. And then she says, I said, well, are you going to help me land the plane? She said it's not her job to help me land the plane. So I said, well, if it's not your job to help me land the plane, well, can you help me find the runway? So her and I, we're talking, we're having a therapy session. And, she's saying all these things to me that my therapy isn't working. So I wrestled with that a little bit. And I began to talk to myself and I said, my therapy is working to me. Now, I might not be where she thinks I should be, but my therapy is working. In other words, I did an episode because of her. It was called Stop Eating So Much. It had nothing to do with food, but it had everything with not giving your presence to people who don't deserve it. In other words, understanding who deserves your presence and to walk away from people who don't. And I used to go in bars and establishments and places, and man, I'd give people my presence. My cousin said, stop. So I began now, I walk into places, I don't even speak to nobody. I wait to see who speaks to me. So to me, my therapy is working. I'm not doing some of the things that I used to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving people my presence who don't deserve it. And that's something that I hope you get from this. Your presence is powerful. Your presence is unique. Your presence speaks for you long before you open your mouth. And so my therapy is working for me, working to me. But can I keep it a being with you guys? I know what she's really talking about. A part of that episode was stop eating. but it also was talking about walking away from people or situations or your job that are not good for you. So that's what she's really talking about. And I'm gonna keep it a bean. Uh, I didn't do that at first. I wrestled with it. I made excuses. You know, let's try it again. You know, I'm human. Let's keep it a bean. But have you ever had somebody say something to you, a word or a phrase that triggers you? Well, that's what happened to me. You know, someone said something to me that triggered me, and it did something to me. It was almost like if you're in a fortress and someone, you know, hit that alarm button and everything shuts down, the shades, all your, you know, your gates, everything, can't nobody penetrate it. That's what happened to me when this person said something to me. It triggered me. So I'm happy to say here at 106 Keep It a Bean, because I'm keeping it a bean, that I finally walked away. I finally uh, uh, removed myself, removed my presence from that situation. So, cousin, my therapy is working. Now, I know you have your doubts and trepidation because I've said one thing and done another. I get it. But trust me, uh, I love you and I love the information and the patience. Because remember, my cousin she had to be worried about me. She got her own life. But she cared enough about me to keep me grounded, to keep me. See, let me say this to you, people. Let me say this, and I'm sorry. We need people around us going to keep us grounded, not tell us what we want to hear. See, too many people got too many cheerleaders. We need people who's going to keep us grounded. And I thank you, cousin Courtney, for keeping me grounded and reminding me of who I am and and what I'm worth. And I thank you for that. And so my therapy is working. I decided to walk away. And I didn't say it was easy. I didn't say I didn't do it without trepidation, but I did it. And I made a conscious decision and I'm standing on it. So my therapy is working. And I just want us to understand that, man. I want us to get that. You know, mental health is real. And we're going to talk about a little about America. You know, my third segment, you know, I said America has a mental health issue. You know, America is schizophrenic or something. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But basically, I want to say my therapy is working. And if you need to talk to somebody, talk to them. Too many of us are taking our lives. Too many of us are thinking you know, our life isn't worth living and that we can't. There's nothing to live for. Trust me, there is. You matter to somebody. There's somebody that needs you around. And so I need you to please understand and get that mental health is real. Talk to somebody. Talk to me. Talk to 106 Keep It a Being. This is a safe place to come on and tell your story. Just like Nicole, who's a safe space influencer. She's somebody that you can talk to. Nicole Bozeman. You can talk to Robin. You can talk to Kendra. They just wrote this book, Shift Happens. So there are people out here that are willing to help, man. But I just had to share that with you. I mean, can we talk? Remember, we just talking, man. I had to share you what my therapist said to me. And I love her. And I thank you, Courtney. Uh, man, um, this second segment I want to talk about. Um, now, this my opinion. And I don't want to sound insensitive or like I don't care or understand because I do. Trust me. Uh, but remember, in 106 Keep It Being, we're going to talk about some things that are uncomfortable. Uh, we're going to expose some things that need to be exposed. And this is just to me, but it seems like death is just happening at an alarming rate. Like people are leaving here. Like, I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's almost like death is taking people. Like it knows their assignment or it knows where they have to go. I mean, is it just me? I mean, every time you turn around, somebody's gone. You know, and you know, the gun violence, there's, you know, natural causes, and I get all that, and I know, you know, the church people going to say, you know, these are the sign of the times, these are the things that are supposed to happen. I get that and I understand that, but I'm just simply saying it just seems like it's happening at an alarming rate. And it scares me. I don't know about you, because I want to do an episode about death. I really do. I know that sounds cryptic, or even why would he do it, but why not talk about it? I know Solomon. If you in the Book of Solomon, if you look in a lot of his writings, he talked about death a lot because it helped him appreciate life. If that makes any sense. But all I'm simply saying, it seems like death is happening so fast or so frequently. It's almost like it understands those people's assignment, like it knows where they have to go. So, so he's making it happen. What do you think, guys? What do you think, man? Uh, I don't know, man. I know it scares the hell out of me because I don't know no Christian. I don't know nobody on this planet. You could say you want to meet God and see God, but you ain't anxious to get there. Why not? Because you don't know. Let's keep it a being. You don't. And I'm not saying it to dissuade anybody, or saying that it's wrong one way or the other. I'm just saying let's keep it a being. Nobody knows because nobody's ever came back to tell us one way or the other. We know what they wrote down. And remember, when you got to keep things in context, hermeneutics and hermeneutics, they were writing to a specific group and a specific people. They weren't necessarily writing to you and me because they didn't know us. They didn't know what was going to be going on in 2026, just like we didn't know what was going to be going on in the first century until they recorded it, if that makes sense. But yeah, man, you tell me, guys, it seems like death is it's happening, man. It's taking people, like it knows their assignment. Like they know where they're going. I don't know, man. You guys tell me what you think, man. Remember, I'm always looking for feedback. Always looking to interview people. Give me your comments, man. Give me your 2 cents, man. Remember, I just wanted to talk to you. Can we talk? We're just having an adult conversation, man. And thank you for anybody who's tuning in, man, for the first time. On Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. Please, man, subscribe and check me out. Uh, you know, this is what we do on 106 Keep It a Beat, man. I'm always going to keep it funky and keep it fresh. But yeah, man, it seems like death is coming at an alarming rate, man. Scary, but it's true and it's real. Um, this last thing I want to talk about, man, before we get out of here. And check my shirt out, man. The Black Jetsons, you see it? Jet magazine, the Jetsons. Uh, I'm always want to promote our people. This Black History Month. It's crazy that you want to give us a history month, but think about this for a second. You want to give us a history month, but then you're trying to take our history away. Come on, does that make any sense? Come on, keep it a beat. Make it make sense. As these young kids say, make it make sense. We have Black History Month, but then you taking our history away. You see what they just did in Philly and other places, taking away our history because it makes them look, that's a black eye for them. How will you ever grow unless you expose the darkness, expose the truth, keep it a bean? You did some foul things, own it, apologize for it, and then change your behavior so healing can begin, so restoration can begin. But that's another story for another time, man. Uh, Sorry, I didn't mean to digress, but this last part of this segment, man, or episode is uh, United States or the U.S. has a mental health issue. It does. Come on, think about it, man. The U.S. has a mental health issue. There's something wrong. I'm not a psychiatrist or a scholar or anything, but I do have God given intelligence, and there's something wrong with America. And come on, walk with me a little bit. You hired someone who wasn't a politician, but you hired him, and you didn't necessarily like him. He moved in a way that wasn't traditional, but overall, you didn't like him. So he did his 4 years and he left. I'm talking about Trump. And then you hired him back. I want I want you to think about that. They hired him back, a non-politician who wasn't a politician the first time. And just because he did 4 years, that didn't make him a politician. And you hired him back, and he told you exactly what he was going to do, and he's carrying it out verbatim, and now you're surprised. I told you, America has a mental health issue, man. Something ain't right. Because imagine somebody do some work on your house, and they weren't really qualified, but you gave them a chance and an opportunity, and they didn't do well. Would you hire them back? No, you wouldn't. Why did they hire Trump back? You got to ask yourself that question, man. Because it isn't about him. See, I was in a conversation the other day, and someone brought something to my attention. It's not about the left. It's not about the right. It's not about the conservatives. It's not about the liberals. It's not about the moderates. It's not about the far right or the far left. It's about the top and the bottom. The top don't give a damn about the people at the bottom. That's the problem. Excuse my language. They don't. They exploit. They lie. They steal. They cheat. They steal. They don't care anymore. And that's the problem. See, you need the top to care about the bottom because the policies and the mindset will carry out on the left or the right. You understand what I'm saying? It's the ones at the top. They don't care about the bottom, people at the bottom. That's one of the biggest issues. And that's why America has a mental health issue. Because you're allowing things to take place and to happen. You know, government, you're using government shutdown as a tool to get what you want at the expense of the people. Remember, they're not suffering. We are. You know, you're using government shutdown as a tool to get something politically. And you're justifying it by saying we're doing it for you. Come on, keep it a bit. You're not doing it for us. You're not. This is a power move. And I'm just saying America has a mental health issue. I want you to think about this. Remember, I talked about McKeesport. And I said McKeesport had to die. And it is. What I said was somewhat prophetic because it's dying. And you're watching it happen right before your eyes in real time. And I'm not here to say one thing or the other, but you just had a mayor of McKeesport resign. He resigned because he says something along the lines that, he's endured a lot, and his family endured a lot, or went through a lot, or going through a lot. So now he's the victim now. I'm not here to say he did good or bad. That's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is now all of a sudden, the people of the McKeesport, the citizens of McKeesport are the real victims. But now all of a sudden, he wants to change the narrative. He's the victim. That's why he retired. Not that he failed or he didn't do what he was supposed to do or care enough to do what he's supposed to do. Keep it a bean. You understand what I'm saying? You're not a victim. How are you a victim if you're the one in power or the one sitting at the seat that can help and make changes? But then when things don't go right, and all of a sudden people are criticizing you and ridicule you justifiably, now all of a sudden you the victim? No, come on, keep it a bean. That's what I mean by America has a mental health issue, because we're living in a time now where if I disagree with you for all of a sudden, there's something wrong with me because I don't agree with you. I'm allowed to have that opinion. That's why I believe in diversity. The more people, to me, the more point of views, I think we can find the truth together. Remember, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Come on, let's keep it a being. We're living in a time where come on, churches is supposed to be a place of sanctuary, a place of healing, a place that you go. Some people go to church, that's their last resort. They've tried everything else, and then they go to church, and what happens? They get exploited. They get talked about or ostracized because they don't fit a certain mold. It's become more about money and less about souls, less about change and the truth and the gospel. It's become more commercialized. It's entertainment. They're almost getting as bad as the NFL. Remember, the NFL is not a sports agency. It's an entertainment industry, meaning they can put on any show they want. I'm not here to knock it. I'm just keeping it a bean. That's what it is. And all I'm saying is America has a mental health issue because in one respect, you want to do away with a group of people's history, but then you want to celebrate Black history. Make it make sense. Man, we got to do better, man. We have to stand on something that's real and concrete and true. You know, how can you say that every man is created equal and has these, inalienable rights when you subjugate a group of people, but in one breath saying that we're all equal? Come on, that's insane. You got mental health issues. You understand what I'm saying? So, man, I'm just talking to you, man. That's all I'm doing, man, and I thank you for it. I needed this, man. I told you I had a little rough day at work. Some things happened, outside of my control, but I handled it well, man, and did what I was supposed to, even though I wasn't trained to. Didn't have all the tools to do it, but I did the job, man. And then I talked to Slim today, and she told me she's kind of going through the same thing. You see how God works, man. You see how a universe works, man. He'll bring you around people that are going through the similar things if you listen, if you pay attention. Sometimes we get in our own way, man. And I apologize, I digressed. I didn't want to talk about that, but yeah, man. Thank you, man. I just wanted to talk to you guys, man. From my therapist saying my therapy wasn't working, and she wasn't gonna help me land the plane, and come to find out my therapy is working, and I owe it a lot to her, and I'm grateful and thankful for you. Thank you, Courtney. Love you, love you. I can't wait till we go uh, to see Kendra and Nicole and Robin at, on the 18th. At Youngers, man. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to meeting them in person. In fact, uh, what else? So yeah, one last thing, man. Uh, got to give Slim a shout out. I got to give Slim a shout out. Here it is. Slim, she's having a poetry event. It's coming up on. It says Friday the 12th. That's actually an error or a mistake, or it needs corrected. It's Thursday the 12th, and it's at Cultures Kitchen and Bar, and that's what does it say? That's at 2526 East Carson Street. Um, what time is what time? At 7 p.m. Sorry about that, guys. Um, it's at 7 p.m. $20 if you want to come, and there's going to be open mic. If you got a poem that you want to share with us, and uh, um, you know, inspire us with, please come out and support Slim. That stands for Self Love is Mandatory. This is just one of her many things that she's involved in. This is one of her soul session poetry event. That's Thursday at 7:30 at the Culture. I think I'm saying Culture Kitchen and Bar, 2526 East Carson Street in Pittsburgh. That's this Thursday. So come out and support, show love. Slim, that stands for Self Love is Mandatory. I'll be there. Uh, you know, I, I don't really have a poem. I've written poems over the years, but most of them was out of either pain, hurt, or going through relationships in life, and I couldn't find any. So I think I'm just going to do a little skit from "Can I Talk to You?" I got some things to say, and hopefully you'll receive them and respond to them and learn from it and get something from it. So I'll be there, man. You see it right there, man. I'm excited, man. So please go show Slim's support. That's a poetry event at Culture Kitchen and Bar. It's 2526 Carson Street. That's this Thursday at 7:30. I mean, 7 o'clock. I'm sorry. $20. Please, please, please show support. Got to. Come on. Uh, Hey guys, man, thank you for this therapy session, man. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. I needed it. I know man. I know you've been there with me, man. Everybody have rough days, you get challenged, and the conversation I had with one of my bosses, he said, when we get off the phone, don't feel discouraged. In other words, it's your job, man. You just walk with us a little bit and let us vet you a little more and make sure you're the right fit. So I'm ready. I'm up for the challenge, man. I know it. I know I'm going to succeed. I know I'm going to be successful. My team, my staff is behind me. You know, I've already talked to them, and hey, man, the sky's is the limit, man. We'll see what happens, and I'll definitely keep you guys tuned, man. I do have a couple of interviews coming up. I apologize, I don't have the book with me, but I am going to interview coming up the end of this month. Carol Washington. She wrote the book Dear Black Man. That's another must read for you to get, and this is for men and women to get for someone in your life. Because the book is comprised of women wrote their letters about what black men meant to them, good or bad. And then black men wrote some letters in this book to kind of dissuade or help prevent the younger generation from making some of the same mistakes and what it means to be a black man. First of all, for yourself, and then secondly, in this country. Um, so it's a must read. We're going to interview her. It's coming up. Please, please be looking for that. Carol Washington, Dear Black Man. Remember, I said, guys, shift happens. Please go out and purchase this book, written by Kendra, Robin, and Nicole. 3 women, 3 decades, same shift. They're going to be guest bartenders at Youngers. Uh, where is it at here? On Youngers. Oh, let me find it. Youngers. No, don't do it. Don't do it to me. Where is it at Youngers. That's on Friday. I'm sorry. That's February 18th. I believe that's a Wednesday. I'm not sure, but it's 1441 Woods Run. And that's Pittsburgh, PS, on the north side from 5 to 8. So I'm going to be there. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm excited, man. It's going to be something, and I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to meet them in person. So remember, shift happens. You know, go purchase the book, man. So thank you guys for this therapy session. Thank you for walking with me a little bit. Uh, what else? You know what I always say, man. You know, stay true to yourself. Stay true to him. You walk with purpose, and more importantly, walk with love, man. We need that. We need you. And remember, mental health is real. Mental health is real. If you need to talk to somebody, talk to them, man. Trust me, I have a therapist. She happens to be my cousin Courtney. And I know everyone, I'm not the only one who got somebody that they talk to or get advice from. You might not call them your therapist, but they are. And give them a shout out too, man. Every once in a while, show them some love and take them out or something and do something with them and for them being there for you, man. And, that's needed. Trust me. So again, man, hey, man, I love you guys. Stay tuned. Oh, another thing, man, please, 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 please. I'm thinking about selling some of my t-shirts and hoodies with my different logos on them. I got about 3 or 4 logos. Uh, I'm going to be coming up with the bean. You know the bean that's on my logo. I'm going to create a character, man. He's going to be the 106 keeper the bean. He's going to talk to us, and him and I are going to dialogue and get into it. So that's coming, man. So please subscribe. Tell people. Remember, it's free to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. And the ladies, please, 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 I forget your names. And I believe, remember, I met you at the bowling thing in Norfolk Sales. I was telling you about my podcast. It looks like you went on and subscribed. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, please continue to support. Tell your friends. It's free to subscribe. 106 Keep It a Bean on Facebook, 106 Keep It a Bean on YouTube. Please subscribe. Remember, I can't be successful without you guys. I can't. I need you. So please tell your people at the water coolers, at the jobs, at the hoop game, the football game. You just out chilling. Hey man, hey, check that Tiger at 106 Keep It a Bean, man. Remember, it's real conversation, real perspective. And I'm trying to build something authentic for the culture. So I love you guys, man. I don't mean to keep you so long. Love you guys. This is Tiger from 106 Keep It a Bean. I just wanted to talk to you guys. This is therapy for me. So I thank you for that. I thank you. Remember, poetry event Thursday, 2526 Carter Street at Cultures Kitchen and Bar. Slim. Self-love is mandatory. And then the 18th, that's next week, come to Young Brothers, 5 to 8. Guest bartenders, Nicole, Kendra, and Robin, who wrote Shift Happens. You get to meet them in person, and they're going to serve you a drink. So it's a win-win. I can't wait to meet. I'm excited, man. So love you guys. This is Tiger from 106. Keep it a bean, man. Stay true, stay real. Keep it a bean. I'm out. I love you.